Okay, so talk to me a little bit about how you assess your performance at the Senior Nationals in Iowa a little bit ago. Obviously, it was a great opportunity to get on the mat and see where you are heading into the Olympic cycle this
Mhm.
year.
Overall, I felt great with how I did at the nationals. I felt like I really opened up and I was hitting different attacks, trying different tactics that we've been working on, and I just felt good. I felt good physically. I felt good mentally going into the tournament, through the tournament. Overall, it was a good feel and just a good sign that we're on the right track with my training.
Now, when we did some interviews during the tournament, you indicated that you hadn't yet decided on your weight class for this year's Olympic trials. Where are you now on that decision? Have you been able to figure out what your plan is?
Yeah, I'm going 76 this year for Olympic year. Kind of going into nationals, I felt pretty certain. Like, I mean, even going into nationals, like when we, decided to go 76 for nationals, it's just like, oh, I'm just going this weight class to, just not cut weight right now. But like as I got closer, my coach just kind of planted that idea again of me going 76 in my brain. I'm like, oh, yeah, this does feel good, and I do like this. So kind of going into nationals, we had a pretty good idea, but it wasn't like 100%. But now, yeah, we're
Well, you had a lot of the top contenders at 76 in that tournament, right? I mean, was
right.
that part of your factor of looking into it that you were able to get your hands on some of the people that would be in that weight class at the trials?
Yeah, I mean, going going into it, I was just looking for matches, looking for a chance to go about. But when we were thinking about, 76, 68, the week or two leading into the Open, is like, let's use this as a marker. Like, because before I made the decision to go 68 because I didn't feel like I was going to be strong enough. I didn't feel like I was going to be big enough to go 76. So I decided to go 68. But it's like, after this tournament, it's like, no, I feel big enough. I feel strong enough. I can hold my own in this weight class and against the top two in our country at that weight class. So yeah, I felt pretty good against them.
Now, when you were at 68, did your body feel differently? Was that part of the assessment that you had, or was it just that 76 is really a good fit right now?
Body and mind just weren't right at 68. And I think body came because of mind. I felt like I was wasting so much of my mental energy focused on dieting, focused on the cut. And that's not just, the week or two leading into a tournament, like just every day of training, just was too focused on making the weight. And I think that's why this summer and like during this pandemic, it's been kind of time for reflection for me and just realizing like, wow, I feel like I'm learning so much more. I'm performing better during practice. I'm performing better at tournaments and, beat the streets because I'm not having to worry about weight cutting. So, and then I think my body follows in with that. If I'm not training right, of course my body's not going to perform right. So, yeah, body and mind just felt way better at 76. So, this is a big reason I'm going different weight
So
classes.
you're back at the same weight you were in for the last Olympic trials. And Adeline Gray's still in the weight class. Obviously,
Yeah.
she's one of the greats of all time. You wrestled her in Iowa. What do you take from your finals bout there that'll help guide your training and preparation for the next few months?
The great thing about what happened in Iowa, like, of course I lost, so, I've got fuel to the fire for training and stuff, but I was trying some things, trying some tactics, trying a couple technical things, and we were able to come back home with a lot of homework. So I'm, of course, not happy with how that match went for me, but I'm excited to see how I can develop from how that match went.
So talk a little bit about your training situation right now. You've worked with your coaches are down in Georgia. I mean, you're in Maryland. You've got access to a lot of different opportunities. How are you putting together your training?
So when I go down to Georgia, like that's kind of a little bit of a harder go time. Like I get a lot of wrestling in, get a lot of video work, video studying done, taking lots of notes. That way, when I come back to Maryland, not that I don't have great coaches here as well, but they're not like my individual coaches. So I come home, come back to Maryland with lots of homework, lots of notes, and I'm able to go, work with different clubs in the area. Um, So it's not the ideal thing, of course. It'd be great to just, have my personal coaches, Ashley and Christian, every day of the week. But we make it work. We stay in contact, of course, and make it work, just always finding places to work out around Maryland here.
So competition, you've had some. Are you looking to get on the mat a few more times prior to trials? What kind of opportunities are you looking forward to?
Of course, I mean, the pay-per-view events that are coming about, like with track wrestling and Rockfin, those have been great opportunities for us athletes to get a chance to wrestle while staying safe and keeping our community safe with, COVID protocols. So I'm hoping to get on another card. I got to do the Beat the Streets event. I'd be happy to do something with track or Rockfin. If they ever need somebody to come hop in at 76. But that's what I'm looking at. As soon as we get some other tournaments coming around, I'm happy to do that. With the Worlds, that's not happening. And I'm not even sure I've been comfortable going with Worlds, but as soon as things, start appearing safe and safe protocols are put in place, I'm happy to hop on the mat.
So how about 2024? We're into 2021. Is that in the cards for you?
Going another cycle?
Yeah, well, it's 3 years instead of 4, right?
It's not even a full cycle. But yeah. 2024 has been like the plan for a while. That will put me right at 30 years old, and I figured that's a good time for me to start shutting down. But 2024 will be, that's in the books for sure. Yeah.
How much better do you feel as a wrestler from maybe a year and a half ago? And how much better are you going to have to be to make our Olympic team?
I mean, I'm just amazed with how much better I am from a year ago, from 2 years ago. I've got so much better mentality on the mat. I feel like I have much more better technique. I have more tools in the bag. I'm not just going for my front headlock like I have been trusty old front headlock the past forever. But I'm just really pleased with how my training's been going and how much Ashley and Christian have helped me, how much, living at the Olympic Training Center a couple years ago, that helped me. Like I'm always evolving. So I'm really excited for, how much more growth I have to make. Obviously I got to get better to make the Olympic team this year. But I think it's doable. It's there. So I'm excited to see how this turns out for me.
Well, hey, we appreciate you sharing this with us, and we're going to make sure on Women's Wednesday people have an update on what's going on with you. And congratulations on, making a decision, and look forward to seeing you wrestle soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gary. Thank you.
Be well.
Will do.